He doesn't want the nerdy girl, does he? She's too boring. Is that right? The irony is that they call what is strong weak and what's weak strong. They are repulsed by the girl with the light, and yet they're drawn to the darkness of the Jezebel. Make it make sense. The girl with the light, the girl with the abundance of patience, the girl who is long suffering, that would give him chance after chance, trying to see the good in him. He thinks that she's weak. And the girl that doesn't have control over her flesh, the girl that's doing any and everything, he thinks that she's strong. Interesting. How does he really feel about the girl with the light? For one, he feels like she does nothing for his image. Two, the girl with the light is boring. And three, you want him for him. And he's repulsed by that for some reason. What is it about your nerdiness that he just can't stand? What is it about your light that makes him want to run away? First, the girl with the light does nothing for his ego. A narcissist, a toxic person, a manipulator, Casanova, whatever you want to call them, they're all too concerned about their image. They're all about how they look to the public. They're all about what makes them look good. And a girl with the light is not exactly a trophy piece. And that's on purpose. She's not trying to be the center of attention. She's not trying to have people gawk and look at her because of the way she's dressed, the pound of makeup that's on her face, her fancy hair and her fancy clothes. She'd much rather concentrate on the internal, what's on the inside. She's all about character. The girl with the light doesn't look the part, and she doesn't look like everyone else. She's not trending. And that's a problem for a man that wants to show off. A man that has something to prove. A man that wants to show the world that he's made it. The girl with the light is not necessarily going to be the status symbol. That's why he'd rather be with the Jezebel. The Jezebel understands how to move the crowd in more than one way. The Jezebel knows how to draw attention to the man because she knows how to draw attention to herself first. She's a showpiece. She's full of arrogance and pride herself. This is why he thinks that they're a match. The girl with the light is more than likely a plain Jane. She is more laid back. She's more subtle and less in your face. And this won't work for a guy who is completely self-absorbed, completely consumed with how he looks to the general public. He's a show-off, so he's looking for a showpiece. The girl with the light is not looking for attention. And that doesn't sit well with a man who's consumed with his thirst for attention. The second reason he is repulsed by the girl with the light is because he feels like she's boring. Even though she has plenty of substance, even though she can have deep conversations with him, even though she has the potential to take him far in life, he thinks she's boring. She's concerned with the things of God, concerned with the things of being a good person in general, concerned with the things of life. And for some reason, he finds that boring. She doesn't bring enough drama, enough chaos, enough problems. She doesn't want to argue, fuss, and fight in the streets. She doesn't want to cause a scene to bring that attention over to them. The wrong type of attention, that is. He has a problem with that. He's annoyed by that. He's repulsed by that. He wants that spicy mama. He wants that Jezebel that's going to bring the noise. He wants that woman that's going to set him up, that's going to hurt him in more than one way. He doesn't want the girl with the light that's going to shine her light on him. The girl that's going to give him lots of care and concern. He doesn't want her. He wants the Jezebel that's going to sit up and ignore him, that's going to sit up and make him work for her affection. He wants the woman that's going to play with him, play with his feelings and emotions. He doesn't want you and your light. You're too serious for him. He wants that Jezebel that's going to dog him out, run him through the mud, and hang him up wet. Unfortunately, he's repulsed by a good girl's gentleness, her softness. He thinks it's weak. He wants no parts of it. He doesn't want to talk about the things of life with you. He wants an escape route, and he finds that with the Jezebel. He doesn't like the fact that a woman of the light is going to be steadfast and unmovable. She's going to stay the course. He wants to be with that Jezebel that's going to completely take him off track, have him all over the place. He wants that Jezebel that's going to take him and have him totally crossed out and totally crossed up. Have him going every which way, to and fro and all over the place. You're boring to him. He doesn't want stability. He wants chaos. He thrives in chaos. The third reason that he is repulsed by the girl with the light is because you actually want him for him. He wants someone to want him for that false self, that false image. In fact, he's repulsed by the fact that you can actually see the real him. That makes him very upset, uncomfortable. He's trying to sell this facade and sell this false image. He wants someone that's going to accept that about him. And that Jezebel would be just the one, because she's doing the same thing. The false image is all about deception and lies, and the Jezebel fits in right well with that. He doesn't actually believe that someone could actually like him for him. This is why he is repulsed by you. He gets upset about the fact that you like him for him. You like the genuine him. You like the stripped down version of him. You like him at the core of who he is. He can't stand that. He's not happy with that little boy on the inside. So how dare you be? He doesn't accept who he is on the inside. So he can't fathom that you will. He's upset that he couldn't get you to buy into his false image, his false self. You liked him when he was at his most vulnerable. You liked the purest form of who he was. And you scared him. Scared him right into the arms of a Jezebel. He's threatened by your ability to see him for who he actually is. He doesn't want to be that person. That's why he's running over to that Jezebel. The girl with the light is not trying to do anything that would take him out of character, but the Jezebel is. You want nothing but the best for him. You want nothing but to see him prosper and be in good health. You desire to pray for him and pray over him, pray with him. The Jezebel doesn't know of such things as this. The Jezebel wants to get him out of any kind of worship and praise, unless it's praising her, unless it's worshiping her, unless it's worshiping idols. He's repulsed by you because he is fighting his own internal demons. And when he gets with the Jezebel, he doesn't have to fight those anymore. They're at home with each other. Way down deep on the inside, he may want to be with a girl with the light. But his inflated ego will not allow that to happen. He's repulsed by your realness and repulsed by your reasoning. And he's drawn to the Jezebel who will spin his mind around like a carousel. He's addicted to the poison that takes his mind away from his pain. The Jezebel that helps him engage in his addictions and his vices. A Jezebel will always numb his pain, unlike you, who will have him to face it and deal with it and heal from it. He's repulsed by you because you are the water, and the Jezebel is the fire that burns his soul. It's not wise to fight for him. Don't fight him against his own will, and don't fight the Jezebel for him. Let him make his own choices. Let him choose this day. He is the one who has to decide whether he will walk down the path of light or choose the path of darkness. If he chooses darkness, it's not your loss. If he doesn't understand what's good for him, it's not your loss. If he sees your light as bright and shining as it is and he turns away from it, forgive him and move on.